Here's Sam Prakel, who's chasing the world ranking, world standard, all of the above at the BU Last Chance meet. Walk us through sort of your thought process and planning heading into this weekend.
Yeah, I had to kind of approach it a little differently than most races because I got sick on Wednesday and I just didn't run the rest of the week. So I was feeling really tired and worn down but I knew this was probably my last chance to get the time. So I just had to tough it out there. And I don't really know what my split was or where that's going to fall, but at least I gave it my best shot. And to run 3:52 feeling under the weather, I think is a success for me. So I think I did all I could today. Yeah.
And then, in terms of just the ranking system, the season standards, coming out of USA's, what was your kind of thought process reaction to just having to figure out chasing and everything like that?
Yeah, it was exciting because I knew I wasn't in the quota after USA's. I was a little disappointed we didn't run faster at USA's, and I don't know, in the race, I think that's why I was trying to get out on Hobbs so much. I was like, let's get running a little faster so I can try to run 3:35 today and just knock it all out in one day. But he did a good job holding me off in the race, and at least I secured top two, so I had a chance. And then once I found out after the race that I could chase it, I had to cancel my flight back to Seattle, and then I stayed out here on the East Coast with my old training partner, Johnny Gregoric, down in Rhode Island, and just hung out for a week and knew that would simplify the travel, so I could just come up here to BU today and try to chase the time. So, yeah, it was an exciting week. I can't really control getting sick, so I just made the most of it.
And I feel like, you have a pretty good track record overall of just performing well, indoors in general, but, obviously at USA's, what is it about indoor track for you that, seems to really work?
I don't know. I prefer outdoor track more. I think the way I make moves, I have more time to get around people outdoors, but I think indoors, I just train pretty hard in the fall and winter, so I feel like I always set myself up for success in the indoor season. I train pretty hard through December. This past December I went to Florida with my wife and got some nice weather and was able to rip some workouts in December. I think that really does give me an edge going into January and February, where maybe some guys are having to train through the winter and the bad weather. So I always try to take advantage of every opportunity I get, and indoors is always, I guess, the time of year where I'm in shape.
And then have you thought beyond World Indoors and what the rest of the year is going to look like yet, or is that kind of a later problem?
Not a whole lot. I feel like I kind of had the U.S. Road Mile on my calendar because qualifying for San Diego would be a good opportunity on U.S. soil, and defending my bronze medal from Riga would be fun, and I love road miles, so hopefully that's still in the cards. If I make World Indoors and I can do both, that'd be awesome. So I think I'll just start with some road races in the early outdoor season and then transition into tuning up for those summer track races and chasing more times. And I feel like there's a lot of good races in the U.S. In June and July, so it'll be a long summer, so mainly just getting back to training in the spring and putting in a good base just to sustain, all the way to September, whether that's the Tokyo or San Diego.
All right. Well, best of luck.
Thank you.